Hello everybody and welcome to the Bachelor of International Development Orientation talk for 2022. My name is Professor Andrew Skuse, and just here on the first slide you can find my contact details. So if anybody of you have any questions that you need following up on, do drop me an email if you like. In terms of the key academic teaching staff that we have working into this programme, we have Dr. Alison Dundon, who focuses on a range of issues connected to development and gender, particularly in Papua New Guinea. We have myself, Professor Andrew Skuse, and I'm the convener of the Bachelor of International Development degree, and I focus on the role of communication and information in poor countries. And finally, we have Dr. Thomas Wanner, who focuses on human nature, relationships, and sustainability and the environment. So you will most often have contact with the three of us in terms of the dedicated core development subjects that you take. So what makes this degree unique? Well, the Bachelor of International Development at the University of Adelaide is possibly unique in Australia for its focus on development practice. So that means on actually doing development rather than standing by and critiquing it. So we have a lot of staff that are experienced in working for development organisations. I myself have worked for a very wide range of organisations, including the UN, DFAT, DFID, and World Bank, and so on. And we have very practical skills that we can bring to bear on the courses that we teach, and we aim to develop your practical skills to prepare you for a career in international development. So as part of the ongoing skills development throughout the years that you're with us, you'll learn how to design development projects and programs. And in the third year, you will complete a comprehensive and technically sound development program design as part of your final year study. In terms of the degree structure, we have the B International Development, which is the straight 3-year degree, and then we have the 5-year Bachelor of International Development double degree with laws. And if you go to the link here, below these two small tables, you can find the typical study plans for both of those degrees. Typically, though, you'll do a range of introductory courses worth 3 units each, and you will also be able to pursue in the single degree your preferred minor as well as an elective. In the double degree with international development and laws, you have less scope to pursue electives because of the demands of the double degree. In terms of what you'll study in the first year, you'll study the foundations of international development theory. You will look at the nature of poverty and inequality and deprivation, so what drives poverty in particular places and what is the experience of being poor like. And we will also look at the foundations of development practice. So we'll start to think about some program ideas and how we can apply development funding to address certain problems within the developing world. And we'll look at some of the key issues and themes associated with development, such as gender. For instance, why are women disadvantaged relative to men? We'll look at education, we'll look at health, we'll look at human rights, and also we'll focus on the architecture of international development, including key global development institutions and global poverty reduction frameworks. In terms of assessments, when you're undertaking the degree here at Adelaide, typically we will ask you to write essays of between 1,000 and 3,000 words, and these are required by many courses within development, but also within the various minors that you may choose to take. We will also feature, as part of assessment, short group presentations on a range of themes. We'll also have participation and your contribution to seminars or tutorial groups that may count in some of the courses that you undertake. as well as more niche things like poster presentations, documentary film reviews, and small intensive group exercises, particularly focusing on program design aspects. In terms of where you access the key information relating to your courses, MyUni is the key platform that you'll use once you have your university logon. You can access all of your courses in the MyUni platform. And this is where we, as course coordinators, communicate the key information to students about their courses. So things like course outlines, readings, the assessment structure, and also the lecture material will be in the MyUni platform. You need to also watch out for notifications and read announcements carefully. Academic staff, by way of interest, do not provide assistance for MyUni, so there's a dedicated team that will do that. In terms of what the front end for MyUni looks like, this is a screen grab from the current Poverty and Social Development course platform, and just make yourself familiar with it, and it will be available very soon on the MyUni platform. If you require assistance with MyUni, you can go to these resources that are listed here. There's phone support, in-person support, and various forms of online and email support available. Here's some important uni dates for you to think about. Formal teaching commences on the 28th of February. Payment of fees is due on the 10th of March. And the census date is the 24th of March, and that's the last date you can withdraw from a course without incurring any fees. And there's a little bit more information there available in the links there for critical dates and academic year dates. In terms of additional study support, we have a number of resources available to you. We have the PASS system, the peer-assisted study support, student support academic mentors. We have the Writing Centre, which is in the library and offers students support for all stages of their writing endeavours, from initial idea to final revision. We have also online resources such as Studiosity, and we also have the counselling services which are available to students who may be facing difficulties. As part of the development degree, we have particularly exciting internship available, and each year we offer up to 6 Tetra Tech scholarships that are available, and they offer a placement in Tetra Tech, which is a large global organisation that are engaged heavily in development, and they are based in Adelaide and work across the Asia Pacific region, and they're a key international development organisation and implementer. And you can find out more information about the internship at the link below. In terms of clubs and associations, there is a dedicated Geography and Development Club, and that offers a focus for students interested in international development and poverty reduction, as well as geography issues. And throughout the year, the club hosts various events and activities. And you can find out more at the link below. There are a range of clubs available across the university. So if you're interested in whatever idea that you might have, like whether it's chess or you're interested in a particular region, you can find the club for you at that link. For help with enrolment and study plans or any questions that you might have, there are a range of student advisors available at the contact listed below, and you can visit the ground floor of the Napier building on North Terrace and drop into the faculty office there at those times for support with your enrolment and study plan queries. You can stay connected through a range of platforms. We have Facebook for the University of Adelaide Faculty of Arts students, and a number of other Facebook sites. Things to consider when you're at university for the first time. The university is an adult learning environment, and you are responsible for your own learning. And that means that you have to manage your time effectively and make sure that you submit your work on time to avoid any late penalties for essays and so on. And when we also need to consider the impact of COVID on learning. So for the foreseeable future, masks in classrooms will most likely be required. But we, as convener and your convener for your courses, they will keep you posted on any changes that the university implement relating to COVID. How to enjoy your studies? Well, obviously be enthusiastic in your learning. Learn because you want to, not because you have to pass exams. The good news for international development is that there are no exams, so that's a positive. So it's all, assessment is all by coursework. Make sure that if you need help, you ask for it. The conveners are good at connecting students in need to the relevant services that they require. And it's always good to know in advance if, as soon as possible, if a student is experiencing trouble. So don't be shy to ask, because we are here to help. You need to be flexible. We've had to be flexible in the last couple of years because COVID has changed things dramatically for many students and staff alike. And just to reiterate, the academic staff are here to support you. And while transitioning to uni can be quite challenging, you're not alone. There are hundreds, thousands of students in the same boat, and you should become quickly familiar with the routines of university and the friendly space that and vibrant learning space that the University of Adelaide is. So what's next? Make sure you are happy with your enrolment, and if you're not, make sure that you ask Adelaide at Arts. Go back to those contact details that I put up earlier. Activate your MyUni account to make sure you're enrolled. Organize your student ID card and check your student email account, because all of your updates will be coming through there. Update your contact details in MyAdelaide, and make sure you check out the arts orientation course on MyUni. And finally, we will see you next week. I'm not going to insert a tip on expectations, but you should expect to be challenged in the degree and to learn about people that are probably far less fortunate than you. So my tip for the course and an expectation is prepared to be challenged. Some of the material is challenging. It deals with the harsh realities of poverty in the developing world, but the degree is immensely rewarding, and you have the potential to leave with the skills, the practical skills that can make a difference in the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and answering any of your queries.